Dorothy Arnold, the girl who never came home. The disappearance of a well-known socialite sounds like the plot of a Sherlock Holmes novel, but it is actually a true story of a young aspiring writer named Dorothy Arnold, who vanished in 1910 at the age of 25. Heiress to a fine goods empire, a college graduate, and descended from a family you could trace back to the Mayflower, on the surface, Dorothy seemed to have it all. After a string of magazine short story rejections, she asked her father to move out on her own to write her stories, to which her father responded, "A good writer can write anywhere." On the morning of December 12th, Dorothy told her mother that she would be going to Manhattan's famous Fifth Avenue. Dorothy told her friend that she would be taking a walk through Central Park on her way home. When Dorothy never appeared for supper, her family became concerned. Afraid that the disappearance of their daughter would cause social embarrassment, as their friends had recently reported their 13-year-old missing only to find she'd run off to Boston, Dorothy's affluent family did not immediately contact police. Dorothy's family first entrusted her return to private investigators, but when those investigators came up with nothing, they finally filed a missing persons report with the New York City Police Department. Journalists covering the socialite's disappearance presented the possibility that Dorothy may have fled with a young man, a point vehemently denied by her father. However, reporters were able to glean that a man named George Griscom Jr. was secretly seeing Dorothy despite being forbidden by Mr. Arnold. Griscom denied having any knowledge of Dorothy's whereabouts after her disappearance, and to this date, her fate ultimately remains a mystery. There are several theories on what happened to Dorothy, and in our next video, we're going to discuss some of the possibilities. There are several theories as to why 25-year-old socialite Dorothy Arnold disappeared one day in 1910 and was never seen again. She was teased by her siblings after being rejected by a publisher. Her father forbade her from dating, specifically seeing a young man named George Griscom Jr., a 42-year-old son of wealthy parents that Dorothy met in college. Though the pair were allegedly engaged, at the time of Dorothy's disappearance, Griscom was across the ocean in Italy. After another rejection letter, Dorothy wrote to Griscom, quote, "Well, it has come back. McClure's has turned me down. All I can see ahead is a long road with no turning. Mother will always think an accident has happened." There are two other strong yet grisly theories that we cannot discuss due to social media guidelines, but we highly suggest checking out the Twitter thread linked in the description below to follow the rest of this story.